everyone. My name is Ijama Omekara. Thanks once again for sparing your time. Real quick, what I have to present is about my informational presentation is about diabetes, the seventh leading cause of death in the United States. People, yes, they probably do know about diabetes, or to some people they don't even know that they are diabetic. But it's not about knowing whether you have diabetes or not, but it's about having the right information as to help you guide yourself properly and prevent you from having complication. Now, like I said earlier, so diabetes, according to CDC, the Center for Disease Prevention, stated that a lot of people die from complications because of diabetic complications. Now, diabetes is something that we have two kinds of diabetes, the type 1 diabetes and the type 2 diabetes. The type 1 diabetes is where your body is not able, it's like a genetic mistake where your body is not able to produce insulin. Now, that one, there's nothing you can really do about it. You just have to be on insulin and monitor yourself. Then the type 2 diabetic is whereby your insulin, the pancreas in your system, where it does produce this insulin, but your body is not using it effectively to control your sugar level in your bloodstream. With this being said, either way, whether you have type 1 diabetes or type 2 diabetes, the most important thing is how to take care of yourself and not to be a statistics with those in the 7th place of people that died in the United States of America with that. Now, with my slide here, I've said it about what you eat. With type 2 diabetes, it's more of what you eat. Type 1 is from genetic formulation, but then with that, you still have to watch what you eat. Your sugar input, what you eat. On my slide, this is about all type 1 diabetes, some more information about it. And just so you know, most of this information was gotten from CDC and National Health and Nutrition Services. You can get it and look at it and see what to do about not if you're diabetic, to control your diabetes, and if you're not, so as to avoid having it, because you don't want to be among those statistics. Now, diabetes being the 7th leading cause of death in the United States. He said diabetes was the 7th leading cause of death in the United States in 2015, based on the 79,535 death certificate, in which diabetes was listed as the underlying cause of death in the United States alone. So people have this disease and they don't know it's serious. Now, people live with other diseases, yes, but when you do not take care of diabetes, there are other complications that diabetes can cause. It can cause your cardiovascular disease, which is your heart disease, which is your cardio, nerve damage, kidney damage. As I work as a dialysis tech, I see a lot of people coming in because they have renal failure. And you ask them, what brought you? What was the cause of your kidney failure? Oh, they were diabetic, but they didn't realize it, or they knew they were there, but they didn't take it serious. And as such, they did not even pay close attention as to controlling their sugar, their the level of the blood sugar or the blood glucose in their system. And with that, before you know it, it went out on their kidney, and their kidney is not functioning anymore. So then they have to end up in dialysis. Now, when they end up in dialysis, some of them don't like it. Some of them are still in the stage of, why me stage, not accepting it, and some of them are at some point will accept it. But regardless, you don't really want to get to that point if you've not gotten there. And wherever you see yourself, you want to be careful what you eat. Monitor your diet. Make sure you don't eat a lot of carbohydrates. For me, I watch my carbohydrate input so that you make sure that you are not a victim of all this. And this is where I got some of my information. Most of my information from CDC, is a credible site, Center for Disease and Control Prevention. So diabetes prevention, how to prevent it. You know, if you're diabetic, let's say you're diabetic already, you know, you still have to live your normal life. But there are things you can do as to help keep you safer and keep you staying stronger and more active. You know, you want to cut down on your sugar, refined carbs, you know, work out regularly, you know, drink water, you know, as your primary beverage, you know, and follow up, you know, again, follow up with your doctor if you see you are pre-diabetic or not, you know, just to make sure that you're doing the right thing. So with this being said, is a little information, but it's very useful so that we all are aware about what diabetes stands in the United States, and so that you make sure that we are not part of the victim on the 7 leading people that where, you know, people are dying because of diabetes. Thank you all for making our time. Thank you for taking out your time to watch this little 5, 6, 7 minutes video of mine. Thank you.